Hello again. Right, I said in the last video I was going to make a short video about the ups and downs of trying to open a bank account in Thailand. So, first thing I'm going to say is enjoy the drone footage that I've put up. I'm trying to improve my drone skills a little bit for when I start to build a house. My friend just down the road lets me practice on his sort of property, and he's loving it because he gets all the footage to put on. He's putting me all the footage on YouTube as well. So enjoy the footage. It's the Mekong River between Nakhon Phanom and Thap Phanom. There's a couple of islands out there you'll see. A heck of a lot bigger than I actually thought they were, and it wasn't until I got the drone over the top of them and started flying down that I realised how wide they were. I thought they were tiny little islands. I knew they were doing a spot of farming on them, but it's incredible. Just watch the video. It's great. And if you don't want to listen to me droning on, just turn the sound off and watch the footage. Okay, so without further ado, let's get on to the bank account and the saga that is. Now, I'm here in Thailand and I am on a 90-day O visa at the minute, which is to give you 90 days to sort of prepare for your AO retirement visa. Now, one of the stipulations with your AO retirement visa is that you have a bank account in Thailand with 800,000 baht in it for 2 months prior to getting your first AO retirement visa. So when I arrived, I spent a few days in Pattaya, and in hindsight, I should have done everything in Pattaya. I should have opened a bank account in Pattaya. I shouldn't have left it till I came up to Thap Phanom, Nakhon Phanom area. We did everything right. We went to immigration, and we supplied all the required documents, and we left immigration with a sheet of paper that was stamped by immigration stating that we could open a bank account. So initially I wanted to go with the bank that my girlfriend was with. I'm not going to name any banks, but they're pretty much all the same. If you come out of Pattaya, Bangkok, you'll get the same thing from them all. So we went to the bank, and we had all the paperwork that was required. I had my Armed Forces pension. I'm renting a property out in the UK. I had my rental agreement. I had the house book for where I'm living. I had signed ID cards from my girlfriend's sister, who's owns the house. My girlfriend's IDs signed. We had everything. We went to the bank, and they took everything and said they would need to send everything to head office for their approval for opening a bank account. But they did state at the time that I wasn't old enough to retire, so how was I getting a pension? And I explained it was a forces pension, an armed forces pension that I was getting. And it had a pension reference number on it, which was all they wanted. They were just, all they kept saying was, we need pension reference number, pension reference number. Pension had a pension reference number on it. Anyway, they sent everything off. A week later, they called us up and says, unfortunately, we can't open a bank account because you don't have a work permit. You need a work permit. And a work permit is just something that's very, very hard to come by in Thailand. You just don't get them very often. So I spoke to one of my friends, the guy that's got the house down the road, and he had explained that he had the same issues when he went to another bank. So he went to this bank, the one that I just tried, and they opened an account for him, no bother. And he says, don't go to this other bank, they won't open an account. So needless to say, we went to that bank. Now, this was through a contact of a relation who knew someone who worked in the bank. So we went along, he phoned them up, they said, look, come along, we'll see if we can sort something out. So we went in. I was in for about an hour, came out, had a bank account opened up, no problem. Wasn't really the end of it, because they actually wanted the documents that the other bank wanted as well. and they never took them at the time, and they got audited, so they actually came here and picked up the paperwork from me. So it's all looking good. I've got a bank account, managed to start transferring money in, so money's now in the account, and I got it in time, so it's in for 2 months prior to applying for my, well, not applying for, but for the date that I want my AO visa to start. So my next step is applying for my AO visa. And like I said at the beginning, in hindsight, I really should have opened this bank account in Pattaya before I left, because you won't have any issues if you open a bank account in Pattaya. It's when you leave Pattaya and you try and open them elsewhere, it becomes an absolute nightmare. And so, that being said, I hope that helps you out and stops anyone making the same mistake that I made. And I hope you're enjoying the video as well, and I'm kind of hoping that my drone handling's coming along a little bit. I'm still a little bit juddery on the controls and my cinematography. I've been watching loads of videos because I want to get this sort of a little bit more smooth and generally more cinematic looking for when I start building the house. And I'm going to start doing videos maybe once a week, just of the progress, as long as the guys are happy when we've been around with the drone filming it. So that being said, if this has helped you out, please give me a wee like, thumbs up, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I've got lots more videos to come, and it might be quite interesting watching a house going up next to the mighty Mekong River, and hit that notification bell, and it will save you having to look out for my next video. So thank you very much for watching. Everybody take care, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Cheerio.